Oh, we're alive. All right, let's see what's going on here. See who comes to the board. What's the topic? Topic is open forum. Why not? Ugh, sorry for the delay. I had to tell May take the garbage out. Surprised she didn't put me in it. So yesterday we took a little ride up to Shintone Ridge and did a little video vloggy with baby May. She ran around up there, show you guys Shintone Ridge, which is just like 2 kilometers up the road from us. Great little place. Here's China Dave. Always a pleasure to have you aboard, my friend. Thank you for the 5x5. There's lots going on. What do you guys want to talk about? It's up to you. You guys are in charge. Howdy, Jim's Journey. Ken, Ed Jolly, always nice to see you. Let's see. This thing's jumping on me. What's going on? So if I skip you, it's not intentional. Just me. Why does this keep bouncing? Anyway. Yeah, I liked your little video. I thought it was fun. We hopped on the scooter and we drove up to, so it gave you a little view of the ride up and the view from the place. And boy, talk about budgeting your money. You can go up there and eat for $5. I mean, for 2 people, $6 for 2 people. It's amazing. And good food. And we had like 4 dogs that we had to feed too, though. That was the only issue, is these dogs. They had a lot of dogs up there. And they just came and nudged us until we gave them food. I'm liking the goatee. Oh, you have one yourself. Yeah. I shave this till I start looking like a homeless person. I mean, I grow it till I start looking homeless. But the best thing about a goatee is that when someone says something to you, you can go, act like you're really thinking it over, gives it that pondering look. Wow, I'm getting behind already. Hey, I only got like an hour and a half until I run out of my free StreamYard. And then I think it resets tomorrow. So, so like it or not, we're all going to keep this one fairly short. Good morning. Oh, the muscles, yeah. She was seeing me trying to videotape her walk up steps and not fall off the friggin' ridge. Good morning, Jeff. Oh, I already did that. Good morning. Early thumbs up. Thanks, Jamie. We always like our thumbs up. Big boy scuba. Good morning, Fred. Dave Skinner. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. The Netherlands. God, so many cool places. Canine. Yeah, it is a beautiful place. You know what? Well, let's see. We got 68 people here. I'll wait till we get to an even 100. How's that? And then I'll tell you some information or some news. Savannah, Georgia. How are you, Kevin? Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoy doing them. I haven't done one in a long time. I keep doing stuff for May and Riza. Become a producer now. Wardrobe assistant, everything. Cameraman, sound man. Yeah, you got to feed them poochies. Excuse me, while I have a caffeinated beverage. Hey, Rod, what's going on there in Nebraska? Man, it's hot as hell out here. I don't know about you guys, but it is hot. We were bragging for the first couple of months, or I was bragging about how I never turned my air on up here because it's so nice and cool during the rainy season. And for the last 3 or 4 nights, we've had that puppy on full blast. Right, May?
Yep.
It's been hot, huh?
Yeah. I buy the soft drink.
You what?
Gatorade.
Yeah, she had to run down the street and buy Gatorade. We were both got back from the little trip where we were just totally dehydrated.
And then shout out your visitor before. Shout out your visitor last night.
Oh, yeah.
I think watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hi, Bill. Thanks for coming by last night. Our old neighbors came by. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, the dogs were great. Yeah. I wanted to film more of them eating and stuff like that, but you can only do so much. And what was weird was I wanted to film an actual video up there because I like the scenery so much. I wanted it as a backdrop. And wouldn't you know, every place I went, I tried 3 different locations. The restaurant itself, they decided to play the radio. And it's really not the ambient noise that I concern myself with. It's the fact that you get copyright strikes if the music is picked up by the man buns up in their helium balloons in Google. So once they hear that, they'll take the video down or they'll whatever. So that was impossible. And then we went up to a place where there was some hammocks and we got all set up and ready to go. And the cloud cover left and the sun came down and it was just, the whole video just started to go, the lighting on it kept fading in, fading out. So I hate that exterior stuff. I like my little couch with Gaylord. It's much easier. I can control my environment. We're doing good. I'm glad you were able to catch us. Let's see. I have a full beard. I'm not shaving for anyone. There you go. Yeah, you do have a full beard. Right on. That's a ZZ Top beard. Good thing I've ever seen. I grow mine so I look like homeless so the idiots stay away. Yeah, it does help you. If you can, someone comes up and starts to annoy you, you just ask them if you can borrow some money. That'll get rid of them. Oh, who are my favorite vloggers in the Philippines? That's a good question. I have to confess, and I think I've said this a lot of times, I don't watch a lot of other vloggers. Primarily just because I kind of already know what they're going to say, and I know some of them personally, and some of it gets redundant, and I kind of look at videos more for information and to learn something from them. Then there's also the possibility of plagiarism. In other words, I might hear somebody say something and it'll be in my head. And I've done it a couple of times unconsciously, especially with comedians. And I've plagiarized them, if you know what I mean. I've repeated back what I heard from them. It just entered, because I do stream of consciousness videos. I don't script anything. So I've caught myself doing that. But as far as to answer your question, my favorite, I actually like Bud Brown a lot. Just because I know him so well and he's such a nice guy and he just does day-to-day stuff, and he can take a little thing and make an interesting story about it. And he's a Steven Spielberg wannabe. Him and I did a video on his channel where he had all these cameras set up at different angles. And I think we'd like to try it again because some of it worked and some of it didn't. In fact, one of his cameras stopped working during the whole thing. We didn't know it. So, but anyway. You recharge your StreamYard. I think I'll upgrade StreamYard. Yeah, Mr. Cheapskate. I think I'll upgrade it because thank you, Ed. I think it gives me more options, like people to come on and backgrounds and stuff like that. So I don't know. I got my totally macho curtains back here. This just screams masculinity. And I you know, what can I tell you? How you doing out there, Butch? When you do that goatee rubbing thing, you got to slowly take off your glasses too. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like that. That's a good one, huh? I used to work with a guy. His name was James. Was it? His last name was Turkel. And if you saw the movie Blade Runner, he was the president of the nation in the movie Blade Runner, one of the world's greatest movies. And I want to say his name was James Turkel. And he used to work with me, and he would do these. He worked with, did these movies, and he did something else. I can't remember who it was. It'll come to me. But he was in a couple of big movies. He was a phenomenal actor. And why he didn't get more work, I don't know. But that was his key thing. When he was selling somebody something, we was trying to close the deal, he would always take off his glasses. And it was an acting thing. Look him up. I think his first name is James, but the last name is Turkel. And he was in Blade Runner. I don't know where all that came from. Taking off glasses, I guess. Kansas City's in the house. Well, that's good. North Carolina's in the house with Dennis. You can't wait to retire. Well, join the team. There are a lot of guys bailing out of here. That's kind of my message today. Hey, Paul, my dear friend, how are you and the beautiful baby May? I really love that resort. It was really beautiful. Thank you very much. I'm glad you watched your video. And then the thing is it's not really a resort yet. I don't think it ever will be. It's an interesting place. It's up the road from us. It's got a little restaurant. It's got all these little seating areas. They charge 25 pesos per person to get in, but we live in Apalong, and they've decided to make it free for Apalong residents. So May felt like a champion because she saved 50 pesos, which is $1. But it's kind of a selfie spot. And they have a place where you can walk and have a picnic. And they've got hammocks, and they got a viewing deck. And they've got a bunch of places that I didn't even get into in the video. They've got a fish pond, they've got a bridge, and it's really just selfie heaven for the women especially. And I think it's an awesome place to vlog from, but I have to go there at night because of the way the sun sets. And we were there in the morning. I could not get set up. So I had a couple of videos I wanted to do, and I ended up doing none. So maybe today, who knows? Hey, Paul, some foreigners in the Philippines got their vaccine. Are you getting yours soon? I have to sign up for it. And there's a dealio where I got to go to this health center and sign up for it. And then you go to a gymnasium and get the jab. So one of these days I'll get around to it. I'm a big procrastinator. Paul, you look like an Ivy League professor. Watch out for the co-eds. May hates it. May hates any facial hair at all. I got news for you. Women in the Philippines do not like facial hair. I've done my own unscientific poll, and I've asked them, do you like beards? No. Do you like mustaches? No. Do you like this? No. Visitor visas yet. Oh boy, the visas. That's the whole visa thing, I think, was much ado about nothing. I'll just leave it at that. How many free hours you get per week? I think I get 20 hours. and it just told me that I'm at like 1838 or something like that. But it's supposed to change over today, but it didn't. So probably by tomorrow I'd be back on my freebie. But I would buy the upgrade to it. It's not that much. I think it's 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. And I think it just gives you more options. But you know what I wanted to tell you guys is, speaking of options, is two guys, and Dean's going to love this. Two guys, one lives up the street, one lives down the street. They're both married, and they're both making plans to move to, you guessed it, Nicaragua, San Juan La Union, down in Dean country. There is a thing, another one of my totally unscientific, totally non-fact checkable little polls that I've taken, is that 5 years is about the burnout number for people here in the Philippines. They stay for about 5 years and then they bail. They either go back home or they go to another country. So what do you guys think about that? Think I'm right? Oh, 105 in Vegas. There's my weather report. Well, thank you for that. I'm on Jordan. Wow, that is so cool. Thanks for joining, man. Every time you do someone else's video, I call you the driver, cameraman, producer. Hey, that rings. Paul, the producer. I know I got to drive there. I got to hook up the camera. I got to hook up the gimbal. I got to make sure the freaking microphone's working. And I just follow me all around the place. And then she has me do most of the talking. Who's the smart one in the bunch? Thumb dog pound. Let's give it. Yeah, do the dog pound, the thumb pound. Bend at the waist and hydrate. You know the drill. Elko County voted and told the governor to stick his mask mandate in his ear. Yeah, Elko's kind of like Deadwood. Oh, thanks for asking. He's feeling good. She had a little relapse for just a couple of days with the migraine dealio, but it seems to be letting up. Today is Saturday, so probably Tuesday, because Monday's psycho. I don't go to town on Monday. We'll go down and get her other teeth looked at. She's got 3 to go. The whole mask thing. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we went into town, and I asked Bay to go into a place called Tops and Bottoms. And Tops and Bottoms is kind of a clothing store / hardware store. And you can buy a little bit of this and a little bit of that in there. And I asked her to go in and buy a light bulb. And she came out and she said, well, you need to come help me. And they required, and I don't mind the mask. I mean, I put a mask on, but at this particular place, they were also requiring face shields over the mask. And I just don't do it. I know. And guess what they were doing? They were selling face shields for 10 or 20 pesos out front. And I had a face shield out in the bike that I could have gotten. I said, no, I'm not going in. I'm not doing it. You go buy a light bulb. And I said, please just buy a small light bulb. And she said, well, the one I looked at is 89 pesos. I said, okay, go buy it. She said, okay, give me 300. Which is May's new MO, because she goes in there anywhere, and I can't send her anywhere without her picking up something else, which we need around the house. But it's just, I got to learn to rein her in a little. Oh, and the light bulb was this big, it was like a floodlight for 89 pesos. So we had the landlord fix it. I see. My wife says no beard for me. I told her I have to shave. And so do you. What part? Okay, I just left Stigler 2 years ago. Okay, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Good. Greetings from Nicaragua. Oh, there's Dave. Yeah, there you go. Dean. 2 more guys are going to be joining you guys. Oh, and Ed's over there too. So now we've got 3 people over there, right? Got Dave, Mike, and now Ed is over there. And Ed's giving me a blow-by-blow every now and then, little updates. So we've got 3 people, I think, from this channel are over there in Deanville, and 2 more going. But these guys that are going are married, and they just plan on living there. They've got Philippines burnout. So maybe I should do a video about Philippines burnout. Oh, good morning, Randy. We are doing fine. Nicaragua Dave. We should get Dave and Mike and Ed and Dean all on the channel here right now. Dave, if you want to come on, I'll put you, just say hi to me on Messenger. Would I be able to just fly in and get the 90-day tourist at airport? Are you talking about here or Nicaragua? Out of curiosity, I browsed the raw facts, and lo and behold, I spied with my little eyes some of your followers, some protecting you and some the opposite. Yeah, I know you wouldn't believe some of them. Yeah, that's one of those channels that's sprung. A lot of those are springing up these days. And I have a complete itinerary of what I could say, but I choose just not to entertain it. I don't watch it. I hear about it. I think there was one where they put a video up with May and her girlfriends unpacking a Balikbayan box. That's what it was. And they called it G-rated porn. I watched like 3 or 4 minutes of it. And then I just had to turn it off. And I was laughing because I thought, well, is there anything more contradictory than G-rated porn? I mean, who thinks of that? Okay, can someone please give me a definition of G-rated porn? Because 3 girls were wearing shorts. And there are people that defend us, and there's all kinds of channels these guys attack. And I was listening to Jordan Spieth this morning, and he was addressing those types of people to his T. It was just beautiful what he was saying. But I have found the best thing to do is just ignore it. I don't listen to it. I don't put it into my head. In 100 years, none of this is going to matter anyway, right? So, and then when I get a snarky, shitty comment, I usually pin it and put it on top just to let the person know I don't care. They didn't affect me. Checking in from Port St. John, Florida. Well, thanks for coming in, Tommy. Let's see, I know you don't care, but a particular follower acts like your friend on here. Yeah. Oh, there. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's, I don't know who that is. I'm sure there's 4 or 5 that pretend to like me and say hi. And then I don't know what the point is. I don't know. To me, all I know is that there's people that do, and then there's people that watch. I'd rather be a doer. Paul, is it difficult to, it's damn near impossible. Price prohibitive. Yeah. Yeah. That was one of my first thoughts was before I came out here is what could I ship over if I wanted to? And the answer is pretty much nothing. They just kill you with tariffs. So the guys buy the big bikes like the Harleys and all that. They'll go to Manila for somehow they get them over there. Those curtains are absolutely, yes, I know. I know. It just screams. It's just, Well, here comes the trash truck. Sorry. Hey. Yeah. South Wales. All right. Oh, good morning, David. I'm good, man. How the hell are you? There's Pure Alpha Life. Maybe we'll have the boys on later if they want to come on. Hey, Dean, have you got anybody there with you? You got Mike or Dave or those guys or Ed? Do they want to come on? Oh, I know. I know. These curtains strike fear in people. Joe Turkel, that's his name. Thank you very much. Somebody Googled him. Yeah, what an interesting guy he was. What an interesting man. Funny as hell, too. And what he was doing, working where I was working like in a phone room. This is way in my early 20s, man. And we were answering phones for stuff like and selling appointments is what we were doing for different companies. And I lasted about 3 weeks, but he was a cool guy. Forgot all about him. Dean might say, better rotate those curtains, Paul. Nah. This is May's house. You know, I let her do what she likes. Posturing move. Ever since Dean's been on the channel, we haven't had one live stream where he hasn't been mentioned. God love him. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did a little coffee video together. Poor old Bud, man. He did all kinds of work, you know. He wanted to do comedians in cars having coffee, and because we both love that show. And so he was trying to kind of duplicate that to some degree. And it's so hard, you know, when you are literally the cameraman, the sound man, the stage manager, the producer, the actor, and all that. So my hat's off to him. People asked me earlier, who's my favorite blogger? It's got to be Bud Brown because he's got such a passion for it. And then there's someone who I've never met, a guy named Ned over at Philippine Dreams. He's been looking for a house for like ever. So every time he pops up with a new house or something, I'll look at that. So I'm interested in what if he's ever going to rent a place. He's been I think he's been looking for about 3 years to rent a new place. I just want to see if he ever does it. I saw a bad joke on Facebook. 6 or 7 dwarfs aren't happy. Oh, I get it. Took a minute. Thailand. Hot as Hades here, 109. Eee. Hot all over the world, I guess, huh? It should be his growing. Her shorts don't fit anymore. I think they fit just right. Hey, Donnie. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro. Dean. The rotation machine. Good morning, Mr. Ron. Good morning, George. Thanks for coming on, buddy. The unshaved look is perfect. Let's see. How does the quest for the holy COVID shot go? I saw that your neighbor Finn and the critter hunter got theirs. Finn said he was bad for a couple of days after getting the shot. Yeah, I haven't talked to those guys in a while. They're busy diving out in Darwin or something like that. But anyway, it's It's not that big a deal. It's just, here's the thing. For me to get a COVID shot, I have to go put my name in, and then they'll send me a text, and they'll say, okay, show up at this gymnasium, which is right around the corner, as well as the little health center. And then you go there, and it's about a 3 or 4 hour wait. They give you a number. So I asked my friend who just went through all the hoopla. I said, can you leave? He said, yeah. I said, well, then I don't see a problem with it. So when I've got a day with absolutely nothing on the calendar, I'll sign up, I'll go down, I'll get my little number. And if they tell me it's 2 hours, I'll say, okay. And I'll go have breakfast. I'll just come back home. I'll chase May around the apartment for a couple hours. I don't know. And then I'll go back down, and hopefully I'll have 15 minutes. I hate lines and waiting, as I'm sure all of you do. How much money would you have now? Yeah, just think how much money you would have now if you'd met May years ago. It would be better. It would be more, because I tossed through a lot of money the first year out here. Take water and food with you to the gym if you get your shot. Long wait and people starting to pass out. Watch Finn's video. Well, see, I would never watch Finn's video because nothing against Finn. I know Finn, but it's I don't need to watch. That's the thing. People ask, who's my favorite vlogger? I just don't need to watch them and know what's going on because I ask people that have already done it, been there and done that. So, like I said, I would just go down and get my number. I wouldn't sit there all day. You know, just get up and leave and come back 3 hours, go do something else. I hear they are giving the J&J to the seniors. What have you heard about how good it is? I hear different, just like you guys. I probably hear a lot less than you guys do because I don't watch the news. Little snippets here and there. J&J, I guess, is as good as the next guy. Only one shot, right? But the common thread or theme, if you will, from the guys that got the shot, all told me their arm was sore for a few hours or a day. And probably 75% of them told me that they felt kind of funky after a day or two. They felt like tired. But that was the only side effects. The sore arm, they felt tired. Facial hair, showing here, I love being lazy and not shaving. Sometimes when the locals see my full beard, they just grab a hand and take me to a barber. I'm hoping that everyone in the Philippines can get vaccinated by at least next spring. Maybe that's wishful thinking for me, Paul. What do you think? I think it's going to be the last place to be totally vaccinated. 8% of the population so far has been vaccinated. Just slow moving out here, bro. You know, slow moving. It's not, no disrespect, just things go slow. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you. Let's see. This vlog rep sponsored by Pure Alpha Life. Don't forget to get your rotation on. Let me check Facebook. Let me see if these knuckleheads are on here. If you guys are here, Dean or Mike or any Ed or any guys, just send me a message on Facebook. And I can hook you up. Maybe we'll bring you on for a little bit since I'm down to, I got to watch my time. I got about another hour. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, the 5-year exodus. It's like a slow drip out here sometimes, you know, the out of stock, the brownouts, the karaoke, the infrastructure, the internet. I can go on, and it just is what it is. There is a lot of, when I say slow, I mean slow. So they do things, very little of this is digital out here. So I can't just go online and make my appointment. I've got to drive there and write it down in a book, and then that's got to be copied. They've got ledgers. Good Lord, they go through paperwork out here like you wouldn't believe. And for some guys like me, I'm on 4 years. May and I want to bug out just to go on vacation. I don't see myself really leaving the Philippines, but I see myself vacationing from the Philippines. Just a change of venue, change of view, change of pace, change of culture, language, a little shock to the system, get out of the comfort zone, get out of the box. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, Murray. How's May doing now that her wisdom teeth are out? Any improvements with the migraines? There is improvements. She did have one little relapse. So I'm not sure if that's the cure or not. There's so many different directions you can go. It's diet. It could be your diet. It could be vitamins. It could be low magnesium. It could be nerves. It could be psychological. Drilling that down is a tough one. And so she's got 3 more teeth that need attention. And I'm going to get that handled next week. And what else? And then blood work. What's next on that? But we're afraid to go in for blood work because so many guys have gone to, not so many, but a number of people have gone to the doctor. They've taken their temperature, and then they make them take a COVID test. And then if it comes back positive, they just quarantine your ass. So we're like doing everything we can to stay away from hospitals. Once I retire in the Philippines, that's it. That's where I will live out the rest of my life and be with my wife. Well, yeah, you've got a wife out here. By all means, live your life. Buy the house, settle in and enjoy the remaining years, brother. I have been fortunate to have visited Oman. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'd always love to go to those countries, just see the archaeological places and the history. Good morning, John. Hope you two are doing fine. Have a blessed. Thank you very much, Greg. In Germany, they are coming off of the booster shot, because nobody knows how long one shots are good for. Yeah, follow the money. You wouldn't like to know, see, they require. Oh no, see, I wouldn't like that. That is the strictest area. Just from the information you've given me, Ron. I mean, they seem to be the first to lock down. Everything is just so strict out there. The governor in Virginia said he's not going to mandate mask wear. It's election time here, so go figure. Funny how political everything is. I imagine after the election, masks will be mandated again. With all the guys moving over there, Dean's ladies can have their own rotation. Yeah, Dean better watch out. I'd like to take May over there. Yeah, she is thrifty. Yeah. That's I've actually got a video planned. I've got the thumbnail. I did it once, and then the audio on it got screwed up. So I have to redo it, but it's called The Money Pit. And it's going to address some of those issues. Did you say you got 3 people going to Nicaragua? They were the names Larry, Curly, and Mo. Well, there are 3 guys there right now. There's David, Mike, and now Ed. Ed showed up. Oh, hey, Jim, what's going on? No breakfast. I've got my coffee. Check your Jackery solar generator. Keep your fan and computer going for several hours during a brownout. $250. That might be something to look into. Again, I don't know. I'll probably be here for at least another year. I need to buy stuff. I can't walk away from. Always has me chuckling. Go good, man. I appreciate you, the Blue Knight. Let's see. Hi, Paul. I think I watched all your banking money videos, but I don't think I've seen why you transfer rather than withdraw. Oh, okay. Seems like a cheaper, easier than Zoom transfer. Well, that's good. That's a good point, Global Greg. The reason is my own fault. I did not set up a bank in the States, like, what is it, Charles Schwab. And then there's some others that don't have any fees attached to them. So what I do is, if I've used my debit card a couple of times, and to take out $100, the max I can get is $200, and it costs like $12 in fees. And then I always get another charge a week later for currency exchange or rate fluctuation or whatever the banks could do to you. So that's my own fault. So what I do is I do pay $11, and I think that's the number, $10, $11, and I just move over my money once a month. Good morning. How's the situation there? Has it become more calm? I didn't know it wasn't calm. Yeah, Dean's in the house. You know, Dean's available. Should we put Dean on? I don't know. He hasn't answered me yet. See, everybody loves Dean. My wife agreed to my demand. You will no longer see me with a beard. So she's shaving too, huh? Well, there's Dean right there. He's talking to everybody but me. How you like that? Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you. Global Greg, 250 for each. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But like, if you do the right thing, is it Charles Schwab that you get? And they still charge you all the fees, but at the end of the month, they reimburse you for them. So it's no money out of your pocket. It's free. And actually, the ATMs out here are kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. May wanted to take some money out of BDO, her bank, day before yesterday. And the line was halfway around the block. You'll get up to the machine and it won't be able to print a receipt. One machine's broken, the other one is working. I've been in line where a woman or a man will go there with 20 debit cards and what they're doing. They're shysters. They're the money lenders, and they demand that these people give them their debit cards. They loan them their money. You loan them money, and then they know what payday is, and they'll go and do 20 different transactions all at one time. Nobody says a word about it. So you could be standing there. That's the only machine. And those are extreme examples. The smart money is to get there at like 7 o'clock in the morning when no one's there, and just go get your money. Andy Almar Rotax is lazy and skillless, taking advantage of the veterans' compensation that he's not disabled. I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. And what has that got to do with what we're talking about? Dean in the house. Yes, he has. He has. That's correct. You're absolutely right. That's a very good way of putting it. Hostile. I like that word. Hostile. We will. Hi, baby May. I don't know where she went. Good evening, Bandy. I like your little picture. There are 3 Harley dealerships here in the Philippines I know of. Manila, Davao, and Angeles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. Yep. I know guys go to Manila to buy them. I haven't heard about Angeles or Davao, but now I know. See, here I am learning. Let's see. Do you already have signs of Philippine burnout? Myself, no. I really don't. All the stuff that I just aforementioned, I've um, I've learned to just embrace and understand it. And my whole personality is pretty friggin' mellow anyway. Um, I'm not one of these guys that's a hothead. I know guys that just blow up at the smallest things. It's just their personality. And then COVID has compounded it. There's guys kicking the stall. And I'm one of them because we came over here, or at least I came over here. I'll speak for myself, so I could bounce a little bit. Once a year was my dealio. I would take a vacation from my vacation, and I would go to another country. Right now, May and I would be happy just to go to another island, and we were doing that. We were going to Sikihor. I just spoke with my friend Ian. Called me last night um, in Australia, and him and I had gone to Sikihor together a couple 3 years ago when he was out here with some other people. And all that's just come to an end. My neighbor that stopped by, Bill, and his girlfriend Regine, they came by and chatted us up last night. He just got 9 days ago was in a motorbike accident. Unfortunately, he's okay. Nothing's broken except some ribs, I think, but he's got the road rash and all that. And he was able to drive home, went to the hospital, got an x-ray, 3 o'clock in the morning, that kind of, one of those typical bad days. But the good news is the bike's fine. He's just bruised and scratched up. What was my point? Oh, he was going to Bacolod, if I'm saying that right. It's on the other end of the island. And they turned him away. He was trying to get from here to there, and they flipped him around. They said, no, you can't go. And so it's things like that you just want to go from here to there. And they've put up a border on an island between two big cities. And they just wanted to go there for a couple of nights and jiggy jack around and go to some restaurants, go to some malls. May and I would love to go there. I was going to rent a car and go there, and we can't. So little things like that make me loopy. But I got to tell you, I'm a very contented man, and I think that May is very contented also. We enjoy our little life here. Move on. Actually, I'm really having a bad day. I found out my grandparents voted for Biden. I was very upset, yelling and screaming at them. I guess I made a scene because I was thrown out of cemetery. Hello from Everett, Washington. Well, thanks. I will do so, White Dog. I am with her right now. Okay. All I see is red when I see your curtains. Yeah, makes you angry, right? Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. It's not really work, but it's fun. But if you take big amounts out, that should be cheaper than a transfer, right? Plus, you can get you can get. Depends on the ATM. Depends on the bank. Usually, it's 20,000 pesos is the max for Baby May's bank. Baby May and I have a joint account now at Baby May. What's the name of that bank that we have the account at? Oh, the Bank of Commerce, right? Yeah. So, so we got a joint account there. So what are you doing there, Dean? You got any of the boys over? I heard Mia give a thank you to other week when she to you the other week when she started her channel. I don't know who you're talking about. I heard Mia give you a thank you to you the other week for when she. Oh, are you talking about Mia out in Cebu with Paul? Yeah. No, I didn't see that, but like I said, I don't watch other channels. But tell her I said you're welcome. Yeah, whoever wants to come on can come on. Like I said, we got about 50 minutes, and then I think I'm going to go dark. There's a great one. I thank them for helping to save America. Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Hope you. Yeah, we're having a good time. That's a fact, Michael. Yeah, 10,000 is some banks will let you take out, and so if you need $1,000, you got to wait. Well, let's see. You're getting 200. You got to go 5 times, right? 5 days in a row just to get $1,000. For me and Zoom have a nice relationship so far. I tell them what I want, they give it to me. I also get to cheat because Baby May's sister works for Cebuana, which is a place where I can pick up the money. So don't tell anybody. Keep this secret. But I send my number over, my pickup number over to May, and then she forwards it to her sister, and then she gets my money ready. So I don't have to wait in line. I just walk in, sign, and walk out. Say hi, goodbye. Talk about connections. See, why do ladies have to negotiate for shampoo when they can get live in employment? I don't understand. I told Buddy he did a great job, and thanks, catered the event. Bye, Paul. Yeah, I did. I did pay for the event. I did pick up breakfast. Let's see, saw your breakfast. Oh, here we go. With Vip, loved it. It's really good to see a couple guys talking shop, telling stories, enjoying their golden years. The tie-dye t-shirt matched your scooter, though. Yeah, you guys didn't know what we're talking about. Bud Brown's got a channel, and he did this whole thing where he was trying to kind of not copy, but emulate the style of comedians in cars getting coffee. So he did the whole phone call thing, and we just sat down. He had a camera over my shoulder, over his shoulder, and one on the side, but one of them wasn't working. So I told him, I said, let's do it again, man. Easy for me to say because he's got to set all that stuff up. The celebrities in wheelchairs have fun. Should be getting around. We do celebrities in wheelchairs having fun. Should do getting around Philippines in a wheelchair. I don't understand that either. Yeah, thanks, Michael. You're welcome. I'm not taking it if I can avoid it. That must be the vaccine. Which version of the shot is available there? Let's see. I know my friend just got the Johnson and Johnson. And then what is it? The Moderna, I think, just got here. Okay. What's up, Bubs? After the second shot, I get hit by a truck. Really? Just for a day. Yeah, that's what my friend said. They didn't say it was that severe. They just said they felt lethargic, if you will, and their arm hurt. The ghost pain for about 2 months, huh? I got the J&J. I felt like I had the flu for about 6 hours. That's kind of in line with what the guys were telling me. Let's see. I'm going to run out of time here. I like May's leg protection on the scooter ride. Yeah, safety first. She didn't look good in her little socks, didn't she? Let's see. Is it me or every 10 years or so there's a distinct event that changes things in one's life forever? And usually life puts you in the last place you were expecting. I could not agree with that more. I did a number of videos talking about that. How each generation, which is 10 years, what a different man I am at the age of 30 than I was at 40, 50, 60, and now approaching 70. And how the viewpoints change and how radical it is. And I deal with that in the age gap relationship videos that we all do. Those are very popular. And we can't avoid from doing them because people ask us so much about the age gap. You know, between, I get, if you want to call it heat, I get people very snarky about May being so much younger than me and why she's with me and what her motivations are and what my motivations are. So when you have gotten together, have you ever had a beer or 6? May does not drink. May had a relationship one time with a bottle of tequila, and that was the last of it. And that was at our old apartment. She does not drink. She cannot stand it. She doesn't like it taste, and it hurts her stomach. You don't like to drink, huh, baby man?
No.
No. Does it hurt your tummy?
Yeah, 2 days I'm not eating up.
You want to tell them what you did? You want to come here and tell them what you did with the bottle of tequila?
No.
Huh?
That's my first time all my life. I wasn't afraid. I don't know. What did we do? We went out with somebody and they were drinking tequila, right? And you came home and there was a bottle of tequila. Yeah.
And I still don't understand why you drank that tequila. Did you just want to try it?
Yeah, because I'm not trying for the drunk.
Right? So you want to see what it was like? She drank half a bottle of tequila and spent the rest 24 hours in the shower throwing up. I had to go in every 20 minutes and hose her off. It was brutal. Hey, Biff, what's going on, Daddy-O? I can go live in 20 minutes. I'm on my way home right now. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll have 20 minutes, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Nick. Let's see. They asked me at BDO when I opened up an account how long I plan to stay here. I said, when they ship the body back, I will be leaving. Anybody hear if Steve Montelli passed away? I did not hear that. I hope not. I haven't seen him forever, but what a nice guy. When he was in town, him and I got together a couple times for coffee. I really enjoyed Steve. Pure Alpha Life, he won't read your comments for another 30 minutes. They do know the same thing, man. You get back to the J&J when you go. Yeah. Like I said, it's, I tell you, I'm one of the blessed few that I have a year and I got maybe 15 months left on my visa. Just the way things worked. Just as the COVID thing was hitting, I came in, and that was basically March, right, of last year. I arrived back in the Philippines in January, and that started the clock ticking all over again, another 3 years. And it's been, what, a year and a half since all that? So Yeah, I've got until January of next year to or a year and a half from now till I've got to leave the country. And there's guys here that are already 3 or 4 months overstayed, and they're going through commotion. Waiting to return, going to Italy for a few months in September. That's about all you can do, bro, is go someplace where you're in a holding pattern until the Philippines finally decides to open up. But I'm not optimistic like I used to be. I'm still an optimistic person, but I'm not optimistic about this Philippines opening up. I think they'll follow Thailand. For those here in the Philippines, I was able to fly from Clark to Cebu the other day with no PCR test. Only got a temp check, so we could still move around here. Wow. From Clark to Cebu. Well, if you can get in there, I think Vietnam's just shut down. Yes, it is. I don't know. I heard when I was researching the Philippines, I heard that Davao was the safest place to live as far as crime, but there just wasn't any. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the statistics were showing me. What do you think of Manila? I was thinking about getting a condo near the embassy. I'd like to tell you, but I don't have any time there. I've been in the airport. I've driven through it on a bus for 3 hours on another destination. And everyone that I know that has lived there, unless you're living in the real ritzy, high-rise, glitzy kind of situation, it's just a mess. It's like living in Bangkok, which is a mess. New York City, which is a mess. Downtown LA, a mess. Not my cup of tea, but doesn't mean it's not for you. Governor DeSantis told to Powell. Yeah, I saw that. Here's Ian. Yeah, a long time no chat, at least 12 hours. Let's see. Once you get 100,000 subscribers, Paul, I will throw you the biggest party ever. Hopefully, we will both survive it. Well, let's see, 100,000. That would be in the year. I would have to be like 117 years old, I think. You ever notice I never asked for subscribers? I don't know why that is. Manila's crowded, dirty, and a pain in the yeah. It's kind of my. I mean, I don't like to disrespect any parts of the Philippines. Everyone's got they've all got their charms and they've all got their downsides, but it's not my cup of tea. Expat prepper was Steve Montelli sick. I always thought it was interesting that he and Paul talked about life like a funnel with opportunities getting narrower as you age. Yeah. We shared a lot of the same philosophies. I got a really funny story. Well, it's not funny. It's funny to me, but I won't say it. Forget the situation. You get some chicken from the market, marinate them in ginger, barbecue them, eat them with fresh rice and multiple beers. Do you see many solar panels used in the Philippines? More and more. I'm starting to see them. What was that resort we went to? We went to a resort that actually sold energy back. He invested big dollars. And I saw solar panels yesterday when we went up to the little Shinton Ridge. I saw like 3 or 4 little ones on some kind of pole. I don't know what its purpose was. This came on. They must have it was the fabulous, very famous Baby May. She's just rocking and rolling, buddy. She's doing good. Let's see, Makati. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Makati. That's the nice place in Manila. Wow, I didn't know it was that expensive. Let's see. When you fly back to the States, don't forget to open your Charles. Trust me, buddy. It's first on my list. Whew, Charles Schwab. And then I don't know if I want to jack around with having my Social Security check put into that account. I guess I do. You know what? It's probably a lot easier than I'm thinking it is. Dean's purpose in life is to make Dave House off. All right, that's the comment of the day. Nice one, Jason. You win the chicken. That is so funny. I'm sorry. David Hasselhoff look cool. Have you ever been sick or hurt since you've been in the Philippines? Yes, I have. I actually had a small stroke the first 12 days I was here. It turned out to be nothing but a small stroke. And then I inherited a cough on the flight over. The woman sitting next to me coughed for like 15 hours. So when I got to Cebu and landed, I had a cough for about a year. And that was due to the pollution. That was just due. I'm a smoker, but I've never had a smoker's cough. But the day I landed here, I started coughing nonstop. And that finally cleared up. I've dropped the motorbike a couple times. I've been hit on the motorbike and survived it all. Looking more and more like Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I'm going for the Colonel Sanders look. Chime Bank does not charge any ATM fees, but the local banks do. Ah, okay. I'll hit you up on Facebook, but I'm leaving soon if you ever get to this message. Okay. ATM fees, USAA, that's another one. Yeah, Charles Schwab, they refund the 100%. So get a Charles Schwab account, guys. What's the easiest way to pay for things in the Philippines? Cash. It's a cash society. Credit cards, debit cards it's far and few between. Hi, Paul and May. Hope all is well with you too. Just wanted to give you a shout out from a monk on the mountain. Well, God bless you. Thank you, Reverend. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Hello, Paul and May. I was in Southern Leyte, and some of the ATMs do not come up until 10 a.m. Wow. Crazy. You get from the ATM and it shuts down, no money. Yep. But my trick used to be to go early. And to me, early was an hour before the mall opened. Because I think the mentality is nothing opens. The ATMs open when the mall does. And ATMs are supposed to be 24 hours. And I found that to be true because I did get some money at midnight one time too with BDO. But I guess different strokes for different folks, different banks, you know. Okay. They take 4 days for transfers. But the ATM's immediate. That's the cool thing. Have you ever thought about getting a job selling cars in the Philippines? Oh, God. I really like the British bikes and the Royal, and it's now built in India. Love those bikes. All right. Centennial Hills, 110. Yee, caramba. How do you get past the visa and immigration restrictions? There's really nothing for me to get past. I just renew my visa. Just renewed it. I think I got 3 more months on it. And then I'll have to go down and buy another 6 months. And then another 6 months. And by then I'll need to leave the country. So about another year and change. If you're talking about the restrictions, I just can't leave the country and come back. So if I leave, if something were to happen where I just had to leave, I've already thought this through. If I had to leave tomorrow, that's one of the reasons I set up the joint account with May and I. And she's got her own bank. I want her to have an A and a B. I would just leave. I would just go pay the rent for 6 months. And then in 6 months, if I couldn't come back, I'd wire May the money and let her pay the rent for another 6 months. And so financially, May would be fine. She would just stay here in the house. I would insist upon her sister or one of her girlfriends moving in with her. Stay here with her. I don't want her here alone. And then, so let's say I went to America because I had to. I don't want to say it out loud, but there are reasons that you need to go. And then I would just cool my heels somewhere else. I can't afford to stay in America. I could go for a week or two, but I would bug probably in Nicaragua, that or Mexico, or both. Might just jump into Mexico. I've got friends there I'd like to see and meet. Friends from here that I've never met in person, so I'd love to go meet them. And then bounce from there into Nicaragua. I've got friends still in Thailand, but hard to get in there, right? So I would just take the course of least resistance. And May and I would just have to stay in touch on Messenger, I mean, the way I look at it on those situations is men and women get deployed all the time in the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the Army, and they go on missions for a year, 2 years. Some guys get transferred with their job and they've got their beautiful home in Wisconsin, but they're needed in New York for 6 months for whatever project, or they need to go to Dubai and supervise, some construction project, and they're separated from their families. So I'd be separated from May physically, but it would just be a financial juggling act. And I know her, and I know that I'm the expensive one in the family because once I get past the rent and the electric bill, the rest really just boils down to food. At the end of the day, that's it. And she could eat for 10% of what it costs for me to eat because of my taste in food and her taste in food. So she would just, and like if she goes shopping, she buys these shorts all day long. It never ends. It's a nonstop shorts and little tops marathon and shoes. She's a typical woman, but I can't complain because she never pays more than $1.50 for any of it, except the shoes. I think she pays $5 or $6 for them. Hello from Laguna. Oh, okay. How did you meet Baby May? We were introduced. It was kind of a blind date kind of deal. I was the third wheel at dinner with another couple, and the female that was with my friend at the time, she said, "Why are you single?" And he said, "I haven't met anybody I like yet." And she said, "Well, I have a friend that would probably be interested in you." And I said, "Yeah, but and the girl that I was talking to was really young. And I said, "Don't take offense to this, but I don't really like 20-something girls, women, whatever." I said, I can't connect. I've been there and done that." She said, "Well, she's in her 30s. I said, "Okay." So that's how we met. How much do bifocals cost in Duma? That's a good question. I'll say $200. I think that's what I paid. Yeah, don't forget the thumbs up, kids. This ain't free, Let's see. Just say I appreciate you and the guys who join these live streams. You may not give advice, but you share experiences and learned wisdom. And for that, I thank you. Well, thank you very much. I don't like giving advice. And I hate to say this, but I don't hate. I dislike the guys that do. I dislike the fact that they say, You need to do this and you need to do that. And before you come here, in other words, just do it my way or the highway. So to me, that's not a conversation. That's a lecture. And I don't like to be lectured or told what to do. I think the best way to communicate effectively is to simply share your experience, which is what I try to do. I try to share whatever my experience was, good, bad, or indifferent. And then I just rely on your intelligence to draw your own conclusion. Hey, Wisconsin, thanks for coming along. For those listening on the radio, Dean is Hebrew for pestilence. Oh my God. Funny. How much longer can I stay in the Philippines? I don't have a retirement visa. I have a tourist visa, and I've got about 1.5 years left on it. Each tourist visa is good for 3 years. And you got to bug out. Oh. Where are you moving to? It's me. You guys are talking motorcycles. That's good. All right, let me get past the motorcycle stuff. Let's see. Here we go. You and baby may have a joint bank account. That is as close to being married as you can get. I guess so. I don't know. I think buying a house together or having a baby would be a little closer, or actually being married. But yeah, joint. It's I say it's close to the level of trust. She's got a card. I got a card. Money's in there. And if she needs it, she's welcome to it. Oh, thank you very much. Actually, the live stream is made great by the people that join in and make intelligent and funny comments. I'm just the moderator, kids. Why are comments being blocked? I don't block any comments. I can block people, but I haven't done that in forever. And then when I release the video, in other words, this will wrap up and it'll say it's got to process this live stream. I've got a choice on comments. Can I hold them for review and this and that and the other? I just, but it's just me or another dude, another guy. I just let all comments come through. Good, bad, ugly, nasty, whatever. If I have a female with me, I hold them for review because the girls read the comments and I don't want, and they're very sensitive. So I have to be, considerate of a guest, if you will. There's hardly any expats left, buddy. There's none coming in and a bunch have left. So when I first got here, there was a lot of expats, but right now it's really, the herd is thinned. Yes, Paul, it took me a week of withdrawals and hiding my money to have enough to buy my Avenger. Let's see. Are you getting together with other YouTubers here in the Philippines? I used to. Well, yeah. I mean, I got together with Bud. I used to hang out with Gio and Paul. We'd bump into each other. And then they moved to Cebu. So no, there's really no one other than Bud for me to hang out with. There's a couple of guys that have channels, and we just. I'm leaving out Mark Thornton. That's who it was. Yeah. So yeah, I hang out with Mark. Mark of Every Man Has a Story. He's my friend. We just had breakfast, I think 2 or 3 days ago. He told me some very funny stories. Yeah, well, was not like that 10 years ago. I think it's a very popular location for expats, especially older guys like me, because it's kind of sleepy. It's not a big nightlife town. There's 3 ports of entry and exit when it's working. I'm talking about post and pre-COVID. There's nature up the hill. There's 4 or 5 hospitals. There's a couple of malls. So it's got a little bit of everything. It's got the beach. If you're a beach person, if you're a mountain person like me and May, we prefer the forest, if you will. Let's see. Bud needs a new phone. I saw that this morning. Yeah, I saw that. Poor guy. iPhone. I know. I turned him on to the guy that fixed it. Let's see. I'm using Boss Revolution app to transfer money to the Philippines. It's the cheapest way. Well, good on you, boss. Oh, yeah. That's right. You deserve them, boss. This is Richard Guthrie. This is my old neighbor. I don't mean old, but, my neighbor. And we did talk about you. You know, it's terrible. I didn't watch the video. I was there, so I ran the video and I to give Bud a view, and I think I made a comment or something, but I already knew what we talked about. But we talked about you, but you're one of the good guys. So you're welcome. You deserve every compliment we give you. Let's see, there will be a great earthquakes and famines, pestilence. Here's great signs from heaven. And Dean. You're on a roll, Jason. You're doing really good, buddy. That's 3. Let's see. What's he saying? What drives the economy over there? Oh, that's a very good question. Primarily, my understanding, and don't take this to be gospel, it's a lot of OFWs, overseas foreign workers, nurses, housekeepers, various labor groups go to America, Middle East, wherever. They work as nurses, nannies, housekeepers, where the jobs are, and send a ton of money here. I think that's the number one driver of the economy. I don't know what Philippines exports. I don't think it exports anything. You'd have to Google it, But I just know that they receive a tremendous amount of money from their own people sending it here. In Israel, they're starting to give a booster. Okay. Hey, Paul, heading out now. Next time, watch your Facebook messages. Easier to get our response there. I will, Dave. No problem. Yeah, you guys hit me up on Messenger. I'm always happy to chat with you. Sometimes it's just not, a good time. But, and then if you guys, like I've said it before, if you guys have something that you'd like to discuss for 15 or 20 minutes, or you have a personal question or something you don't want to put out on the internet, and you'd just like to chat me up, I'm more than happy to chat with you, as long as it doesn't take all day. Let's see. J&J, no problems. Okay. Got Moderna, no side effects from either shot, not even a sore arm. All right. Well, there you go. Pfizer for me and the Filipina, and she was tired and I felt nothing. May's, of course, terrified of the shot. Let's see. Are hearing aids available in Duma, and what is the cost? I have no idea. And I've never seen anything about hearing aids. If you put a gun to my head, I'd say it's not available unless you went to a hospital. Optical glasses are readily available. When you were in your 20s, you sure do. Way too much. I got the Pfizer vaccine. Let's see. Baby May's first drink should have been a foo-foo drink. You wouldn't know it to look at her because I know she jumps around, little short shorts and all that kind of stuff. She's very conservative in a lot of ways. And so, smoking, drinking, drugs, just absolutely anti all that. I tried to buy her a drink one time and she just refused. And then one day she just sat down. She's very hard-headed, by the way. And there was a bottle of tequila, about a half a bottle of tequila that was in the apartment. We don't have any liquor here right now at all. I don't like to drink that much. And she just got plastered, man. And really hurt herself, hangover-wise. Did you sign a semi or annual lease on I signed an annual lease. I did a 1-year lease here. I've never signed a lease before. I've always done a month to month, and I don't recommend signing an annual lease. But on this place, I wanted to lock them in. But I really liked it, and I really liked the price, and I really liked the location. And so, anyway. So this is not Chris Wren, by the way. 2 partners doing streams, just a scam. Well, all right. Well, we'll let you have your comment, my friend. I'm a scammer, apparently, according to this guy pretending to be somebody else. Greetings, Belgium. Oh, Montelli just did a live stream. Cool. So he's fine. He did a live stream 30 minutes ago. It's even better. So he's really okay. I have Sear. Foreigners must be getting thin. They are. As people leave, they can't get back in. And so some are in a holding pattern. Some just gave up. Some are selling all their stuff and moving on to other places. And so there's been a lot of attrition, a lot of people leaving, and only a few squeaking in. I should never say never, or like none, because some guys have wiggled in here. Let's see. What do you think the world will be like if we all have to keep doing the shutdowns? That's impossible for me to tell you, buddy. I'm not that deep a thinker. But, obviously the economy, you're going to have backlashes. You're going to have people in the streets. It depends on what country. Let's see. Hey, Paul, I'm a big fan of your channel. I have somewhat limited mobility. I use a cane. Would the Philippines be a place where there is at least SK? I don't know what SK is, Dale. I've previously mentioned that if you have any kind of ambulatory type of disability, this is not a friendly place. I cannot speak for other parts of the Philippines, but Dumaguete, there isn't a level surface here. We went to Shenton Ridge yesterday, made it a video up there, and the steps up were carved out of mud. and you would, if you had a cane, it would slip. There's a guy that lives at Big Rock that has the YouTube channel, by the way. Oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway, he has a cane and he has a car, but he stays home a lot. And if he does go somewhere, it's limited. So a walker, a wheelchair would be impossible. A cane would be doable if it's doable, but I wouldn't go without a partner, someone to lean on. You know, just my 2 cents, buddy. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the thumbs up working here, kids. Apple Hernandez making a few vids on yourself, personality. That girl. Yeah, what is it with all these people making videos about me? What did I do to them? Here's my challenge. What's interesting about people making a video about me is they've never met me. So how can you do that? I mean, let's see who we got here. Dale. Here's Dale. Dale he said he's a fan of my channel. He uses a cane. How could I make a video about Dale based on what I'm seeing here? I don't know what he's like as a human being. I don't know what he's like as a person. I don't know what his motivations are. And yet they do it. So it's confusing. Let's see. I'm ready to go on live. The world is waiting. All right, Deanie. We might go dark, dude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring Dean on. And if we go dark just because I ran out of time. Did the internet just expose how many bad actors we have in society? Their numbers have gone up in the last 10 years. You would see just in seeing some YouTube videos. I don't know. There seems to be some kind of recently, back in the day, when I started the channel 2 years ago, I had 2 or 3 guys that were known as trolls that would come along and just make snarky comments or ugly comments about me or May or whatever. I'm old and she's this and that and the other. Yeah, it's okay. Big deal. But now it seems to turn into this phenomenon where there's other guys making videos about the people making the snarky videos. And it's like, guys, get a life, just do some content on your own life. Simon, super sticker. Well, I appreciate that, Simon, very much. Thank you, sir. Let's see. I want to get some people on here that haven't been on. Well, let's bring Dean up. What do you say? It's been a long time since we've had Dean. Let's see. Let's get to a couple of comments. So I've never had one from this person. If May wanted to, do you think she could leave the Philippines with you, or could you get offloaded at the airport? That's a good question. And I've thought about that a lot. Oh, there's something else I got to get to. Let me address this. Yeah, offloaded is you get to the airport and the Philippines stops the woman from getting on the plane. They think that she's going to go to whatever country and not come back. So there are some things that you can do, that I can do, is if I'm with her, I found out that that's a big plus. I can actually kind of like guarantee her. I can sign. I've been told. So that's number one. Number two is to have money in her pocket, 10, 20,000 pesos to show that she's not destitute and just trying to leave the country. Her bank account, all of her IDs, pictures of her and I together, all these things. It's like going to court, and you bring evidence with you. Having a round trip ticket is a great idea. And then there's certain places that are more friendly than others. So I've heard that Singapore is really easy for Filipinos to go to. So what I would do initially, before I tried to take her anywhere else, I would book a round trip ticket for 24 hours or 48 hours. I've never been to Singapore, so what the hell? Let's go look around. Get a hotel room there. And I know it's very expensive, but it is what it is. And get that first stamp in her passport. Once you get that first stamp, shows that she's gone and she's come back. And then, just like before, if I go to Mexico or whatever, buy round trip tickets, even though we may not be coming back for a while. I would have to get more details from guys that have actually taken their wives and girlfriends out. But I know a lot of the ladies here have just gone for, weekend hookups with guys out of the country. So it's doable. But there is a method to the madness, and there is a little tricks of the trade, if you will. All right, so let's get Deanie on here. Where are you? Okay, there he is. Hey, there's Ed Schwartz. Do you want to come on too, Ed? Let's go here. Hold on a second. Invite. That's what I need. Copy to clipboard. Hold on, kids. So we'll send this to Dean. And let's send one to Ed. Oop, that's Dean. Oops, already did that. All right, so we just got Dean. All right, so he should be coming up here in a minute. See, guys, you ask for it, you get it. Here we go. There he is.
Okay. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Can you hear me, Paul? Let's see. Paul, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I undid my microphone.
Not a problem.
And it muted the other one here. So.
Okay.
All right, kids. Dean, the dancing machine, is right here with us live and well.
I am here.
Let me ask you this. How's Mr. Ed doing?
Ed's doing wonderful. He can't wait to come on. He was over. He met the rotation girls. He met Fabi. He met Yurlani. We went out for a beautiful meal. He's staying here at the same hotel where Mike stayed, the Hotel Victoriano, and he loves it. He's from New York, and he says that New York has nothing on this place. So it's a high standard, and he loves it. And we were just over there to see him today, and I think this is gonna be his next place. I know he's out there in the audience because I'm sure.
Yeah, he's out here.
Right.
So Ed's out there, Mike's out there, Dave's out there, right?
Dave's still out of here. I'm sorry, Mike went back.
That's right. I forgot. Mike went back.
Right.
He's coming back.
Exactly. Yes, he is.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And so here's the good news for you, I
Mhm.
guess, or not. There's actually 2 married couples
Oh,
that are
really?
going out there.
Uh-huh.
They've got what's kind of, I guess you could define as Philippines burnout.
Uh-huh.
A lot of it has to do with the nicky-nacky stuff. Again, not to be disparaging, but the brownouts, the shortages, just some of the, I could go on and on and on with the list, but it's like dripping water, you know.
Right.
It over time it just erodes the rock, and smooths it down, and that's kind of how these guys are feeling. That all these little things are like little drops of water smoothing down their rock and eroding them, and they're just tired of it. So both of them have decided that they're going to sell their stuff, or walk away or donate their stuff, and go where you're at. They want to go check it out,
Right.
and I applaud them for it. So
That's great.
You're going to have a total of 5 visitors now.
That's great. We'll have a welcoming parade for them.
There you go. You should start a tour. So you can start. You can buy one of those little things like they got at Disneyland. You know, where they shuttle you around.
Right. We're negotiating one right now as we speak.
You seem a lot calmer.
A little bit. Ed wears me out. He has a lot of energy, and he has me around. Ed. Yeah, Ed wears me out, but I mean that in a good way. Plus, the rotation girls wear me out too. So now we got a double header, and always with this sexier Lenny. In fact, if the folks who watch the shows, if they went back, we did an emergency broadcast announcement. We weren't quite sure if the Lenny had one in the oven. You guys have to watch that. And I can't let anything go on that. And then what else did we do? She had a fashion show, and we called it Backstage Pass. So we took all the viewers along in my station in Pure Alpha Life, and you can watch that video. And a lot of people loved it. And we watched her do not like a Miss Turismo like she did before. They were going after a Corona or a Crown. What she did was just a fashion show for a nice woman here who had a woman's shop. So I went ahead and I lent out the sexier Lanny, and she pranced around and did a great job. And you guys can see that all on Pure Alpha Life. And that was the same night Ed called me and he said, Dean, guess what? I'm here in Managua. And I couldn't believe it. I thought he was putting me on. I said, are you really? He says, yes, I just got in and I'll be there to see you very shortly. And 2 days later on Sunday, to my surprise, Ed showed up here in Sunday. So we only had I'm sorry, I have my days mixed up here. Today's Friday. So he got in on Sunday. I'm sorry, he got here Wednesday then, I believe. And that's correct. And we've been running around like gypsies 2 days. I've been showing him around. He loves it. I'm sure he can chime in himself and speak for himself. But he gave it a thumbs up. We did a great interview last night here. It's going to be posted on Pure Alpha Life where we got.
Okay, good. So you did an interview with Ed.
Yes, but I wanted to wait for the interview for you first, Paul. For you first, yeah. No. It wasn't an interview like you and I are interviewing. This will go on next week. So I'll never forget who helped me out so much. So I want to let you do it first.
Oh no! I'm not in competition with.
No, I know you're not. I know.
I like everybody to succeed. I like everybody to have fun.
Right, and we do.
Never cock block you on something like that.
No, I know that.
I would actually be very entertained by watching you interview Ed.
Right. Okay.
Please put that up as soon as humanly possible. Now, are you keeping it quiet about the bun in the oven? Is that the deal?
Well, you have to watch the episode, but we're not quite sure. She took the tester, but did you watch it? Did you watch it or no?
No.
Okay, you have to watch it. I'm
true to my word, Dean, and I'm very honest guy. I don't watch other stuff.
Right.
I might kick it on for 2 or 3 minutes, you know.
Okay.
And I'm just a bottom line guy.
Okay.
And so I know your videos go on for an hour and somewhat, and so I'll check it out. I'll see you running around. And I get the gist, and then I just don't hang in there. I'm sorry.
Oh, you have
to. Like that with all channels. I mean, the only guy that I watch from start to finish is Bud Brown, and that's just because I love him like a brother. And we've known each other forever, and that's just me showing him respect. You know? So, but your channel is great. You're doing fine.
And a lot of thanks to you, and I'll never forget that.
A lot of guys are enjoying your content, and they always have great comments, and some not so great. But you got to get used to that.
We love them all.
That's right. That's right.
We love them all.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
No such thing. No such thing. If you're not getting enough bad press, you're not doing something right.
That's right. If they're not throwing stones at you,
right?
They're not stirring the pot. All right. So what's new with the kids over there? What are they? What have the boys been doing?
They've been having a great time. As I said, I know, and you know too. Ed's very almost a food critic, and he loves that food. He gets in New York City, but he's been here, and I know he'll be a hard guest to please, but he loves it. Not only the price, because he says he can't believe the price of everything here, but the quality. He says he can't. The people here are so friendly. And Ed had two wives from the Dominica, so he understands Spanish, so that helps him out here a little bit. He watches the local news, and he says how polite everybody is here, and how he doesn't feel as though any danger whatsoever. Being here, nobody's panhandling, and everything runs smoothly, and he feels so much less stress here than he did living in New York, which would be a stressful area for anybody to have to exist in. Even though he's a native New Yorker, but he just loves it here, how everybody's so relaxed and friendly and easy to approach. And he loved meeting the rotation girls. So far, he met Yurlani and Fabi and even Sophia. We went out and had a nice bite to eat the other day. And his hotel, they're knocking themselves out to accommodate him. And he's seen some places down here that if he does make the move, I'm pretty sure he's going to, where he'd feel comfortable living. A place called Palermo, where we went actually with Mike when he was here, and it's about $600, and he loved it. There's a pool he could go to if he ever gets his own rotation going. He could send the girls there for the day and swim, and they have a restaurant there. So it's all been positive from Ed. He loves it. He's down here for a little while more. I'm trying to get him to stay down here for good now. That's my plan, and I think he's going to do it.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll stay in touch with all that, and I'm looking forward to seeing the interview with Ed. That would be something I would watch, buddy.
Right.
Yeah,
good. I hope you watch
him. I don't know him personally, but I've talked to him for years. And he's kind of one of those guys. Like, he was really proactive with me for a while. Then he kind of went dark, and then he got proactive again. So I kind of missed him when he went dark on me. But people have things go on in their life.
Right. Sure. Yeah. No. Well, he's here. He's here now. So he's not going dark anytime soon. What might go dark is your yard stream. Then you have to keep an eye on that too. Your yard stream might be working out from what he said. But no, Ed's here. He never said anything bad. And again, I said he likes your show. He watches all the time. So you have nothing to worry about. Maybe you're imagining it. Maybe.
Oh no. It's just I was more worried about him than me.
Oh right. Okay. But
it was like when there's certain guys that I've had from the start. And I look forward to their comments, and I like saying hi to them.
Right.
We're friends on Messenger, and we chit chat and go back and forth. And then when I don't hear from somebody, I'm like concerned.
No, I understand.
There was one guy that named Stacy Clifton that is always sweet to May, and he always chats with me. And May was worried about him because he calls himself Old Soldier, but he resurfaced. He said, I was busy doing this or that or the other. So
that happens sometimes.
Over time, you develop, at least I have, and May has also. We've just developed a relationship with some of these people, and you just know the good guys from the bad guys.
Sure, right.
And so you wish good things for them, and you just want to make sure that everything's okay in their life.
Right,
and
sure.
If they need a hand, or if they need a mental lift up or something like that you're there for them.
Right.
Be a friend. So,
yeah, but Paul, Ed's doing great. I can guarantee you that. We were just together not too long ago. I was running around with Fabi and Sophia, and we stopped over at his hotel, and he was doing well. And I told him I might be going on live to stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to next time maybe we can get Ed on with us.
Sure.
I'm going to have about 1 minute and 13 seconds before this thing's going to go dark.
That's all you have. That's all we have.
That's all we got.
113.
So anyway, go ahead and plug your channel, and
Okay.
we'll turn off for the day.
That sounds great. I got 60 seconds. Let's do it. Okay, so again, guys, thank you for everything. My channel is Pure Alpha Life, PURE space ALPHA space LIFE. And I thank Paul for bringing me on his channel. That's what made my channel grow so much. On my channel, what can you see? You can see me run around with, actually, it's only 4 girls. I'm down to 4 girlfriends, and they're all very sexy, like the Yurlani. And there's 3 other ones you can see. I run around with baby Sophia, which I designed my my cosmetic company, Cosmetical Sophia, and that's what I named after the baby Sophia. And you can see all of we run around like gypsies every day through here in San Juan del Sol, Nicaragua, which is a great alternative to you guys who are trying to get in you can't get in the Philippines right now. You can come down here. We're only 2 hours from the mainland. You can find sexy senoritas like this all the time. And she's laughing. You can find the sexy senior citizen. My email's always in the comments, so you can get a hold of me. We had 4 or 5 people come down here already. They all gave it thumbs up. And I want you guys to come on down. As I said, you're always welcome here. I want you to be a member of the Pure Alpha Life family. And anything I can do for you while you're down here, I'll be more than happy. I can find you. These sexy senoritas are mine, but I'll find you other ones. Don't worry. They're all over down here. That's the least of your concerns when you come down here. Come down here, take a look around, see if it's for you. If it's for you, I'll help you get set up. Apartments, houses, whatever the case may be. And again, for nothing, I'm not looking to make a dime off all this. I just want you guys to share the happiness down here in Nicaragua, what a safe country it is, how everything's so modern. It's not what you think like in the 80s when there's some work. Forget about all that. This is a very advanced country now. It's very safe. It's economical. And everybody who came down here loved it. They can't say enough about it. So again, guys, I want you to watch my channel, watch all my episodes, not only to enjoy the sexy senoritas, my girlfriends, but also to see how it's like down here, the hotels, the restaurants, the gyms. I bring you into my life like a true, what's that show called? Truman Show, where you can see how I live every day. All I did was turn the camera on me, and we're out. Time's run out. I'm getting the countdown. That's it. Do we run out of time?
Buddy, you can say more in 60 seconds than I can say in 60 minutes. God bless you, Dean. All right, you're a hero. All right, kids, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
We're always grateful for those that come on and your comments. Anything after the show, I'll let it process. We will not block any comments or anything else. When it's me and Dean, even though he's got the sexy Yolani there.
That's her. I have other ones. I have other ones just as sexy. You know that. They all know about each other. There's no secrets here.
You never call me sexy. That's what I've always done. Good Lord. I feel so left out. All right. Well, okay, kids. Thank you for tuning in.
We'll come back on. We'll come back on after they renew your yard streamers. What is it called? Yeah.
I get it renewed tomorrow or something.
Okay, very good. So we'll come on maybe with Ed and Dave as well. So.
Yeah, send me a message. Let me know what the story is.
We'll do. Enjoy your day. Take care, guys. Thank you for everything. Pure Alpha Life. Like it, subscribe, and share.